Russia relocates 90% of its aircraft to bases outside Atakam's range. Drone strikes ammunition depot in Russia's Voronezh region, and why Pentagon maintains restrictions on Ukrainian strikes deep inside Russia. The latest news from Ukraine and around the world. Ukrainian defense forces have downed a Russian Su-25 attack aircraft on the Kramatorsk front, reported by Hortitsa Operational Strategic Group of Forces. Quote, our military downed a Russian Su-25 aircraft on the Kramatorsk front that was attempting to attack the positions of our defense forces units. About details, it was reported that anti-aircraft gunners of the 28th Separate Mechanized Brigade, named after the Knights of the First Winter Campaign, successfully downed the Su-25 of the Precise, shot from a man-pet. The military added, as of today, Russian assault aviation has one less aircraft. The wreckage now decorates the Donetsk landscape. Russian troops have reportedly made significant tactical gains on the Pokrovsk front amid reports that Ukrainian forces had withdrawn from certain areas southeast of Pokrovsk, reported by Institute for the Study of War. About details, geolocated footage released on 27th of August confirms that Russian forces have advanced over 2 kilometers from their previously known positions into northwestern Novogrodivka, southeast of Pokrovsk, specifically along Dubina Street. This suggests that Russian forces are now also holding positions in the central part of the town. Additional geolocated footage indicates that Russian forces have made minor gains in southeastern Hrodivka, east of Pokrovsk and northeast of Novogrodivka, and have captured Kalinova, further southeast of Pokrovsk and southeast of Novogrodivka. Russia killed an entire family with a guided aerial bomb in the village of Izmailivka, Pokrovsk district, Donetsk region. 4 people were killed, including a teenager, according to the Donetsk Regional Prosecutor's Office. On August 28, the Russian occupiers dropped a bomb on the village of Izmailivka, Pokrovsk district. The statement says, Russian guided aerial bomb struck the private sector, attacking a house. An entire family was killed under the rubble of the house. 45 and 53-year-old parents, as well as their 70-year-old son and 24-year-old daughter. Rescuers unblocked their bodies from the rubble. Preliminary, Russia struck with a guided aerial bomb. Under procedural supervision of the Donetsk Regional Prosecutor's Office, a pre-trial investigation into the criminal proceedings over violation of the laws and customs of war, Part 2 of Article 438 of the Criminal Code of Ukraine, has been initiated. Russian troops bombarded the town of Izium, Kharkiv region with tornado MLRS on the evening of 27 of August, injuring 12 residents, reported by Alexei Negubov, head of Kharkiv Oblast Military Administration, on Telegram. Quote, the occupiers attacked the town of Izium at around 22 p.m. According to early reports, they used a long-range tornado MLRS. About details, Senegubov said that houses and the bakery had been damaged. Moreover, 12 people were injured. 1 person was taken to hospital. 7 people, including 4 children aged 3, 5, 8, and 16, suffered an acute stress reaction. 2 people were lightly injured, and 2 more people, including a 13-year-old teen, suffered cuts to their limbs. Law enforcers are recording the consequences of Russian war crimes. Pentagon spokesperson Brigadier General Patrick Ryder has stated that the Pentagon has not changed its policy regarding Ukraine's restrictions on deep strikes into Russia, reported by Voice of America. Quote, the Ukrainians can use U.S. security assistance to defend themselves from cross-border attacks, in other words, counterfire. But as it relates to long-range deep strikes into Russia, our policy has not changed. About details, Ryder also empathized that the U.S. is not at war with Russia and doesn't seek conflict. We are simply supporting a democratic nation and enabling them Ukrainians to protect themselves, Ryder said. Background: John Kirby, National Security Council Coordinator for Strategic Communications at the White House, empathized at an online briefing on Monday, 26 of August, that the U.S. is aware of Ukrainians' calls for an expansion of permission for Western weapons to be used to attack Russian territory, and that discussions with its Ukrainian counterparts will continue. A new U.S. intelligence assessment has revealed that since Ukraine began receiving ATACMS missiles, Russia has adopted by relocating 90% of its aircraft to military bases outside the missiles range, reported by an unnamed U.S. official speaking to the Wall Street Journal. About details, the article stated that the Biden administration has no plans to change its position despite Ukrainians' intensified calls for the U.S. to lift the ban on using ATACMS against targets in Russia and amid the largest attack this week since the beginning of the full-scale invasion. The official mentioned that launching ATACMS on Russian territory would have minimal impact at this point, adding that Ukraine is likely to achieve more success with the locally produced drones it has used to strike targets in Russia in recent months. The official said, although the U.S. has ramped up ATACMS production, supplies remain limited, and the Pentagon has only a restricted amount available to provide to Ukraine. Drones attacked the Rososhansky district of Russia's Voronezh region, with local authorities reporting fires near explosive objects, according to Russian media and the Telegram channel Astra. The governor of the Voronezh region claimed the fire resulted from debris from a downed drone. He stated that there were no detonations, no casualties, and no damage. Residents of two settlements were evacuated but are now returning to their homes, according to the governor. Residents reported that the drones targeted an ammunition depot in the village of Malaya Mezhenka. Initially, residents of this village and a neighboring one were evacuated, but they are now returning home, Astra reports. It is also noted that residents of Russia claimed that on the night of August 28, the Ukrainian armed forces attacked the Glubokinskaya oil depot in the Kamensky district of the Rostov region. Witnesses reported a flare-up in a field near the oil depot in Kamensk-Shakhtinsky. Other sources claim that several tanks are on fire. On the night of August 24, Ukrainian intelligence operatives destroyed a large ammunition depot in the Voronezh region. The military facility housed artillery and tank shells, small arms ammunition, and surface-to-air missiles, totaling more than 5,000 tons of ammunition. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe.